If you don't know what an HOA is, otherwise known as a Homeowners Association, hit your knees and thank whatever God it is you pray to, because they can be some absolutely horrific organizations. Case in point.
This year, we built a ramp for our foster son who has cerebral palsy. He's deaf, he's blind. He's been living with us since January of 2015. And we had a church group come out and build the ramp for us. And within hours of building the ramp, we received a lot of complaints from the Homeowners Association. I believe it was about 24 hours after that, we were told that we needed to remove it. That is just not an option for us. Our son he's 11 years old, he weighs 75 pounds, and we were working with just car ramps to get him in and out of the house. First option was to get rid of it. The second, they said we needed to put it in our garage. That was not an option for us either. Ever since we live here, we both have businesses, and there's just not enough square footage in our garage to hold a ramp. The status is they would like us to totally landscape the ramp in and just block it all off to the view of the rest of the neighborhood. Not long after that, we decided that we were going to move, or at least try to move. It's really hard because we have foster kids, adoptive kids, over 10 kids in the house, and we went ahead and we had a lien filed on our home for not building a brick mailbox, and we remedied that and finished it up, but they have not removed that lien yet.
Too many homeowners associations that want to micromanage the people that are there. This is a really nice neighborhood, and if you let people alone, it's still a nice neighborhood, but they want to micromanage and tell people everything that they can and can't do. It's really rather ridiculous in a neighborhood like this. We got a lot of wonderful people, and then there's a few people that just like to exert their force.
Just wish that our neighbors would understand how this could affect them possibly sometime in their life. If, their children ever had an accident that they needed a wheelchair ramp, or even have an elderly parent that needs a ramp. I know from experience, it's just from my dad living with us when he had Parkinson's, to get him in and out without a ramp was just basically impossible. And it's sad that some people aren't thinking what their lives could be like.
Yeah, I could understand why the Homeowners Association would want you to block off the view of you being a decent parent to the youth in your charge. Fucking Homeowners Associations. Renee and I almost made the mistake of moving into one when we moved out here 21 years ago. And thank God we didn't, because I wound up doing work for that Homeowners Association when I had my landscape company. And while the board was a decent board, the property management company they hired was absolute dog shit. And working for them turned out to be a fucking nightmare. Fuck Homeowners Associations. That homeowners association that we almost moved into, we couldn't have a fence over 4 feet. We couldn't have a shed. You could only have a little Rubbermaid thing. So for my lawn care equipment, I would have to put it in the garage, right? And then I couldn't park a truck in the driveway overnight if it had company lettering on it, which I drove a company truck, so I would have to put my truck in the garage. So that means one bay for my truck, one bay for the lawn equipment, and unless we build a third bay, Renee would have to park in the driveway of her own house. They tell you what color shutters you can put on the house. They tell you what the landscaping has to look like. Yeah, fuck homeowners associations. Fuck. I will never in my life live in an HOA.